Hey guys, welcome back. This is Space Engineers episode 2, and today I think we're gonna make a mining bot out of this thing. This is our landing pad. We're gonna have to make a couple of. Oh, where'd the landing gear go? Anyway, we're gonna have to make a couple of adjustments to this to make it viable for mining and whatnot. We're gonna have to probably shave it down a little bit so it's a little bit smaller. Yeah, and I'll probably be walking you through it as we go, so let's see. First things first. What did we do last episode? Got all these things right here. Right? All these. Yeah, okay. So today I think we're gonna take out this. Oh, let's grind off this light real quick. And rebuild it so we can get more on our progression. And then actually, we're gonna do progression first. Usually people turn this off because it's kind of annoying to do it every single time, but I left it on. So it basically means that you just have to grind down certain blocks and you can only build certain blocks before others. So I think in this one we're gonna need a gyroscope, which we don't have, so we're gonna have to unlock that somewhere, wherever it may be. It's in here, so we're gonna have to do landing gear, then a control seat or some sort of control device, and then we can unlock this. Alright, so let's grind down one of the landing gears. I don't know where this one went. It's kind of weird. There was 4. I don't know where the other one went, but maybe it just disappeared. So we'll just grind down this one real quick and then build it back up. That's a pretty easy way to get blocks in progression. Oops. Alright, G. And then we need some sort of seat, right? Some sort of control seat. Yeah, so any one of these things. I think we're just gonna build a small remote control, because I built a lot of those and those are pretty easy. So we'll get these off of here and we're gonna put this back on there. And we're gonna get some steel plate real quick. There we go. And we're just gonna build that right there and weld it up. There we go. Now we can just break this back down, get our stuff back, put it back in here. Alright. So now we should have the progression necessary in order to build one of those fancy schmancy gyroscopes. Yep, one of these things. These things are very important because they allow you to rotate and control your pitch and yaw of your ships. So whatever you're driving. It's also helpful for rovers. So if you're building like a land vehicle, pretty helpful for keeping those level while you're going over hills and stuff. But it's especially helpful for flying things. So we're just gonna get that on there. And what else are we gonna need? We have thrusters. We might need a little bit more though. I think we need some more directions, right? So we have enough up, I think. We're gonna need left, right, forward, and backwards. And usually down, but we have gravity for down, so we don't have to build thrusters facing up. But yeah, a good rule of thumb is just to have it relatively balanced on all sides so that you can control your vehicles easily without crashing them, because crashing them is such a pain in this game. It's such a pain. If you crash something, it just does so much damage usually. You have to be super lucky in order for it to not just mess everything up. Let's see, so we got this hydrogen thruster. So we're gonna grind that down a little bit, and then we're gonna build it back up. Oh, we have to research it first. Alright, we're basically just gonna try and get through progression real quick. That's a thruster. Hydrogen. Hydrogen thruster. Oh, we're gonna need to build a small tank. Okay, well we have the materials to do that, so that's fine. Six. Grab all that stuff. We need one large steel tube. Let's make one. There we go. And just break it back down. This is why most people skip it, because it's a lot of just breaking down and building up blocks again, so there's that. Also, I think I put everything back for this. Nope, it's got everything. Okay. And we're not going to be using hydrogen for this one, so we can just take that off and leave it off. What else? We need to get rid of this, the O2 generator, because we're not going to be using hydrogen. And it's just extra weight at that point. Probably going to add a battery in here. Something like that. Let's just break down these side panels. It's just a lot of weight that we don't need. If it doesn't need to be on here, we're not going to put it on here, because this thing is probably going to have trouble as it is. Yep. Okay. Alright, we're going to grind down the sides. Bippity boppity boop. Alright. And I'm probably going to put some sort of small covering over this battery so it doesn't explode if I bump something, but that's probably going to be the extent of my armor plating, I guess. And I'm going to take something off. I'm going to take the front off, because this is probably going to be where we're going to put the drill. And we can, and while I'm building this, we can teach you how to color too, because that's also a thing. So that one that's locked, I'm going to take off this thing. Yep, see, that would happen. Alright. But as long as it's got one foot locked, we're good. Although I think that's going to get taken off when we take out the O2. But we still got one here, so it should catch itself. In fact, I think if we put a control seat or a flight seat, some sort of seat. Yeah, one of these. I think we're going to put one of these on here real quick. Oh, it's not small grid. Alright. Never mind. Guess we won't put one of those on there yet. Is there anything else? Oh, we can put a cockpit on there. Yep, that's what it is. Cockpit. For now, we're just going to use the regular one. We don't need it to be anything special for now. We just need to get it so that the other foot is locked, so we can take off this O2 H2 generator. I don't think we're gonna be able to build the bulletproof glass yet, but we can certainly build everything else. Production queue. Oh, we can. Alright, cool. I don't know why I thought that bulletproof glass required grids, but it doesn't. So we're just gonna get in this real quick. Press V, and we're gonna look at this foot right here, and then we can go into our regular inventory. You can go to control panel, and it'll show you everything. Well, I lied, not everything. You're gonna need to click this little box, because a lot of stuff is hidden on the default lander. And one of them is the landing gear. So we're just gonna see if we can't select all these and unhide them all. The show block and terminal. Yep. I'm just gonna do this for all of them. I don't think I ever really hide stuff because I know what it all is. So. And we're gonna group this. You can just, if you want to select multiple, you can hold control. Or if you want to select an entire group, all string together, you can hold shift. And we're going to hold control and we're going to group these as landing gear. Just LG for now. Doesn't matter too much. And we're going to set up our controls. So we're going to go to groups, landing gear. And this is going to be switch lock. We're going to be able to switch lock these. And there we go. There we go. So now it says locked. And I think that, yep, it locked our other foot too. So when we take this off, it won't move because we got the other foot on there too. That's nice. Also, we're gonna have to figure out the wiring inside. Well, not the wiring, the piping, so that we can get everything to where it needs to be for cargo purposes. So that's gonna fall off when we take off the generator. So we're just gonna get rid of these because they're not connected to anything. What else? I think that's about it that will get destroyed or fall out. I'm just gonna build this back up for research purposes. We can do the same for this, I believe. Nope, doesn't matter. Alright. And I think we can try for this. Yeah, alright. Let's try for the timer block. Alright. Now that we have everything, wow. I can't get used to this weather. Back when I used to play, it didn't have weather at all. I think they just introduced weather when I stopped playing, so. Is there anything in here? Just check so nothing pops out. And you just grind it down. Be careful, because you don't want to grind down something that you know, accidentally. I've done that quite a bit of times, and it sucks. There we go. We took that landing gear off. We're probably going to put... we're going to wait. We're going to wait for that. This is an ore detector. This is pretty good, actually. But for now, just to save power, we're going to put some of this in here and rotate it right. We're going to weld that up. Okay. Let's see. So our plan is to wire this up to a system that houses all of our stuff. So I think I might put a cargo container back here, or maybe on the bottom. We'll see. Let's check out our options real quick. Alright, I'm back, guys. I think we're just gonna have to go with the cargo space with the drill and maybe a small cargo container, because I'm not creative enough to figure out how to fit this in here. Well. So we're just gonna take out this piece right here. This is what deploys our parachute. I'm gonna take that out. And then we're gonna just put a small cargo container right there, and that should be okay. I oriented it the wrong way. Yeah, that's good. And I think we're gonna put a connector on the back. How does that sound? No, that sounds like a horrible idea. Alright. So the connector is going to be on the bottom. It has ports on the side. Alright, change of plans. We're just gonna cut out that whole idea about putting the connector in the middle, and we're just gonna put it under the cockpit. Because the cockpit has a large connector underneath. So we're just gonna put a block here so that we don't lose the cockpit by grinding out the bottom, and then we're gonna put the connector right under the cockpit. We're gonna get rid of this, and this, and this, and this, and this. There we go. And the connector can go there if it'll fit. It will. Good. Gotta line up the ports, just like that. Although I neglected these. Gotta weld these up first. Is that all I want to put in there? I think so. So, just gonna line them up again, just like that. And then that is the gist of it. We're gonna weld this up and weld that up. Gonna build some of these materials. And I think the battery is what's gonna really run us dry here, because it takes the power cells, and those take, if I remember correctly, quite a bit of resources. Junction cube, right? Yeah, lots of iron. Alright. You're always gonna need power cells. Where's my hole? There it is. And there's all sorts of different ways you could do this. Flying machine is probably not the best way to start off, but it's fun because it's flying. So that's why I'm doing it. But you can do a rover. It's a little bit easier to build a sturdy rover at first than it is for anything that flies, basically. Alright, now that we have most of it built, we have to figure out all of the thrusters so that we can get it decently balanced on all sides. So I think we're going to put thrusters here. And they are 3 blocks long. So we're going to take off 3 blocks.
Energy low.
Energy is low, huh? Alright, 1 minute. Actually, I think I lied about the inside. I think we're going to want a couple more things in there. We're going to want to put this in there because, yeah, I don't want this sticking out, you know? It's going to bump something and get destroyed. So that's an ore detector. And we're just going to try and sneak that inside there. We're going to try and, like, get that. Come on. Come on. Let me do it. No, do I have to get rid of this? No, I might. I'm just gonna put this in here. Just like that. And once this thing gets flying, we'll fix up the bottom too. But yeah, we're just gonna take out these things in the middle for our thrusters. Oops. Alright, let's see. Alright, so now I'm going to teach you how to color. So, if you want to match these colors on here, you can hold shift and middle click, I believe. Oh, that is completely wrong. Oh my gosh.
Low.
What about... Oh. We gotta refill all our stuff.
Critical.
What's going on?
Energy low.
Alright, how's our control panel going? This is producing 400, and we're using what? Let's see. Maximum. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna need to put some more windmills on here. Alright, fine. But we will at least power up before we do it. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm gonna refill my bottle real quick. Alright. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, we were talking about coloring. I think it's Shift P. Yeah. So you hold Shift and press P on the color of the block that you want. So like if there's a block that you already have, you can copy that color and put it on here. Now, I kind of goofed and I made all of these gray. So I guess we'll just completely repaint it. I think you can hold Control Shift P or middle click to dye the whole thing, everything connected to it, that one color. So it's all gray now. And what should we do? I'm gonna move this antenna because that antenna is annoying. Why would you be there? You're just gonna bump into something. Alright. Antenna. And we're gonna rotate you just like so. We're just gonna cram everything in there. Alright. Let's see. How should we paint this? Well, I like green. We're gonna use green. We might use black. Maybe some white. So we're gonna go to P, and we're gonna try and find green that we like. Saturation. And it works better if you hold a block, so you can see what you're doing. See? Girl. Ugh. Maybe something around 30%. Right? Just like that. For right now, we're gonna use black, and we're gonna Control Shift, middle click, dye the whole thing black. And then we're gonna highlight it with green. Well, quote unquote, highlight it with green. We're gonna use this color. We're gonna make the thrusters green, I think. And maybe we'll make these inside blocks green. I'm not a great painter. I don't claim to be a fantastic artist or anything, but you know, I don't know. We'll make it look okay, at least. And I think we'll paint the bottom when we get it flying. But we need thrusters in these directions. At least one. So I might want two. Yeah, we'll go with two. Alright. Now we're gonna put thrusters here, because I want a decent amount of thrust in every direction. Because it's really important. In fact, it might be more important to do these sides than it is for the back. Yeah. I don't care about going too fast, so I'm just going to put one on the back, one on the front, and then two on the sides so I can maneuver better. We're going to rotate like this. And then these are going to have two. So the left and right are going to have two. This part of the thruster, you want it to point out towards nothing that you want to burn, because it will actually do damage to your vehicles. And yeah, that's basically how we're gonna do it. Spawn ship will get removed if you spawn a new one, that's fine. Alright, we're gonna get more armor blocks so we can make this look a little bit fancier. If fancy is even a word you can use for this. Although, let me get rid of that one. And add it there. Just like that. And just like that, I believe. So now we got up. We don't have down because of gravity. We have front, back. We might actually want more back thrust. We can put one... You know, actually we can put thrusters on the drill, I believe. We might want to do that. Like this. It looks a little bit janky, but we need more thrust on the front so that we can safely hover while we're mining down in the ground. Because you can get stuck if you don't have enough thrust in the right directions. Let me just weld this up. And we're going to figure out how much resources we're going to waste doing these thrusters. Okay, so what we added was 2, 4, 6, 8 thrusters to it. We may add more, depends. Alright, we're just gonna put as much as we can into these. Yeah, I think that's about all we can for a lot of them, so. Yep, alright, so now we're just gonna add them all. Make sure our build planner is empty, yep. And I think 8 objects is the max you can put in your build planner. That's pretty convenient. Alright. So now we can get as much as we can out of this, which is probably a lot of it. And then we can add the rest to the build planner. And for this, I think we're gonna go mine some of the raw iron and some of the raw nickel. And I thought we had more cobalt than that, but I guess not. Oh, we totally do. It's just not telling me. Alright, we'll move all this into here, all this into here, and all this into here. Now do we have enough? Yeah, we're gonna get more iron and nickel. Where's our iron and nickel? So there's the iron bolt over here. Where's our home? Actually, I did forget to put a waypoint on home. Never forget to do that. Completely spaced it. Should always put a waypoint where your home is, because you don't want to lose it. Alright, what we're gonna do right now. And we're gonna slap on a few more windmills real quick. Just because we need it. There we go. Now we have plenty of power forever and ever, I think. Don't hold me to that, but probably will. Oof. Hopefully we didn't take all of our...
Energy low.
Hopefully we didn't take all of our resources that we were going to use for the thrusters. Alright, let's start welding these up. Alright, now that I'm done with all these thrusters, don't forget when you're building these thrusters, they actually start off in the on position, which is really kind of peculiar. But in order to fix that and not waste power, go to Control Panel, select all your thrusters and turn them off. And then they should turn off. Also, we want to make sure this whole ship is ours. So just transfer it to nobody and then transfer it back. Just so you know you own all the blocks and that nothing is wonky and stuff. So, this should be fully functional now. Oops. Well, I just ruined my paint job. That's fine. Now we're going to set up the controls for our ship. So we're going to take all these. Let's see. So we want our connector as our first control. Just so we have it. That's pretty important. Switch lock. And we need our batteries so we can turn recharge on and stuff. And then we need discharge. Or maybe we can just do auto. I think we can do auto. Or maybe this is a toggle. We'll see. Oh, okay, so we don't need two buttons for it, so we should be okay. Remove that, and then we need our thrusters. We can turn this on and off with that, and then our drill. There's that. Yeah. Alright, you ready? Moment of truth. We're gonna have to detach our landing gear and then lift off, okay? Hopefully this works. Thrusters on, and hey, look at that. It flies. Wow. Let's test it. Left side. That's pretty good. Right side. Pretty good. Now can I arch up on the back? Do I start falling? I do. Okay, be careful about that. Alright. There's that. I do go kind of slow, but at least it flies. Also, can we go on our nose? We can. Alright, so it should be okay. Also, our lights from our helmet actually shine through the windows, so we don't need lights in the front, really. Which is really weird, but hey, it's convenient. We're just gonna land this slowly. Don't be afraid to go slow in this game, by the way. Your creations are worth it, basically. And yeah, so that's our mining ship. Next episode, we will actually mine with this thing. Yeah, and we're probably gonna build a connector on our base just so that we can actually charge this so it doesn't run out of power. So, see you next time.